Welcome back to the Div 12 Ressies Game Day Vlogs. This is it. The Wattle Park Animals must clinch a win to make finals. It doesn't get much bigger than this. If you've loved the content throughout the year and you want to support the boys, subscribe to the YouTube channel down below. So here's the equation for the lads to make finals. We must beat South Melbourne, who earlier in the season beat us by 60 points, so we've got to flip that result around. We also need St Mary's to drop a game against Parkdale. Now, Parkdale beat St Mary's earlier in the season, so if Parkdale can knock off St Mary's and we can beat South Melbourne, the Div 12 Ressies are going to be in the finals. Not only is it an important clash in terms of our season, but this weekend we are celebrating our 11-year-old coach, Lenny. Lenny is raising money for the Australia Alopecia Foundation. Lenny suffered alopecia over the last 12 months and wants to raise some money for wigs for kids. So we kicked off Lenny's game and Lenny's round and Lenny's week by going down to the Carlton Footy Club on Wednesday night and making a banner that we can run through for Lenny on Saturday. It was unbelievable to get down to the Carlton Footy Club. Their cheer squad was so giving. They sorted us out with some food. I ate one of the most delicious bratwurst Kransky things that I've ever had in my life. So they kept us well hydrated, well fueled while we chipped away at Lenny's banner. And yeah, just want to give a quick shout out to the Carlton Footy Club cheer squad for being so accommodating and yeah, giving their time and resources to help make the banner for Saturday.
What we got? We got the...
Alright, we're on the eye bag check. I tried to depuff it with ice this morning so I didn't look bad, but the skincare routine's not working, so I just got Gucci Louis Vuitton bags under my eyes at the moment.
Oh yeah, mate, I'm pumped. Right now, in the other game, I'm going to whisper it, but we believe... Wait, we're going to get the scores up in the other game because we need St Mary's to lose for us to make final.
3/4 time.
The dream might be over, but we met friends and had a fun time. Look, to be honest, yeah, we need that result to change for us to make finals. So, yeah.
Done some maths. I actually was pretty good at maths at school.
Yeah.
Not anymore, but did the calculation.
Are we talking percentage?
Percentage, if we need to, it's 115 points at the moment and climbing.
Doable. Need a win, make some finals. See what happens. We've got the main man here. I don't even know him, he's too cool for me, the VFL guy. We got the Easton's Pendles 400. Dan, I got our Saturday motivation for the day. First up, Kyle Chalmers, 3 straight Olympics medals. I mean, especially in the premier event in the pool, the 100 metre free, that is a ridiculous thing.
Mate, this is massive. Must-win game, Lenny's game. You've just never seen a better side in. This reminds me of sort of prime Hawthorn, prime Geelong. I don't think this is a team that's in it to win it today. I think this is a team to win a premiership. Let's go.
Danny Allen, my man. So you know how Checkers puts the fries in the bag? I think today I'm going to put the fries in the bag. I'm going to do it better than him. How you feeling? Big game. Hey, Benny Kearns, come here. This is like my favourite person I've ever played football with in my whole life.
This guy's a king, right? Build a statue on this man's honour.
Actually, you really saw that out?
Yeah, mate, leave it with me. I'll make it happen.
Thanks, mate. Let's go.
It's tough because we never know if this could be the last or just one of the final games of the season.
Game's done.
And I've enjoyed you coming up to me. So I'm really going to soak in the moment today, and I'll get around to you. I'll get around to you as much as I can.
It's the Mega Ball! It's the Mega Ball! We got this, man. Who cares about finals? Grand final today, Mega Ball. When that siren goes, we're gonna hold up the Mega Ball and we know we did it. That's what we set out to do when we fucking came to pre-season back in November. I wasn't there, but Mega Ball. Geordie, watch this, get this one on film. This is me grabbing the Mega Ball. Mega Ball, baby. Fuck. No, that's it, sorry. No, I'm done.
Let's get locked in, boys.
Get in.
Live update from the other game. The team we need to win is down by 7, started the last. Our season currently on the line.
I'm quite happy about the ground today because usually the last couple of games we've played at the zoo, the ground's been quicksand. We're happy today that they've treated us with absolute great weather today. I'm absolutely wrapped. We're going to be running through the banner soon and it'll be absolutely amazing.
Many men look down upon me.
Demoted back down to Cameroon today.
I've been demoted to the twos.
I've been omitted.
Poor guy. He's been sick during the week. I had dinner with him on Wednesday night and he did not want to speak when we had dinner because he was a crook as a dog.
I just didn't want to get you sick, Lenny, before your big game.
It's alright.
And the trumpets, there you go. No. That's all right, the people need to know. Your man's a tool bag, and that's all right. Because we're having fun with friends and footy. Footy and friends. I'm sure that's a YouTube channel, surely. Sounds good. Watch this kick. Ready? This is how you hit a target when you're 55 kilos overweight. Say no more.
Now we do the banner, take a photo, so we get everyone who's been in the thirds is here to come get a photo on the field. Because we are playing for the Mega Bowl. So.
Mega Bowl, boys!
Kick it off, Coach Len, it's all yours now.
Give us something, Len!
Days do or die, boys.
Yeah!
If we find out Parkdale's lost, we're going to pretend that South Melbourne is Masala. It's one of the biggest days of my life, boys. Let's make the most of it!
Hold up. Tommy Mitchell in the middle of the circle. Yeah! You got a minute to give us up the spray.
Everyone listen up. So there's a bloke playing in 400 today, but my priority is here, the Div 12. If we win, we're a chance to final, is that true? Yeah! Well, I'm going to have to tear through a few here just because for us to get the win, that's what we need to do. So failure, good to see you're on time with that. Definitely not getting a pay rise for ball magnus. Willie Taylor, who's normally the skip here? It's Willie Taylor though, mate. Checkers, no abusing 7-year-old umpires. Dos, it'd be good to see you give a handball off. I'm sick of seeing the Monday morning highlights tape of just the Dos show, so share it around, but go well boys, we need this win, get it done.
So with the other match not looking like it's going in our favour, we knew we just had to control what we could control. And what we could control was the energy and the excitement of ourselves to just rip in and play the best footy we could. We had one of the strongest teams we had all season. So we knew that if we could play our best footy, at least we can control our result at the zoo and get the job done. And that's what we did. The boys came out red hot against South Melbourne. We were winning the territory battle. We had the ball pretty much living in our forward line. And we were on fire. It was some of the best footy we'd played all year. Very dominant start to the match. Ethan Baker came out with a bang and he was clunking everything from the midfield. He kicked 3 goals. He kicked our first 3 goals of the game, I think, which was great to see Bake. So obviously I recruited him earlier in the year. The hammies and the bodies haven't quite held up to the rigours of thirds football, but that's what happens when all of us get closer to 30 and we don't train or condition our bodies, but even with an injury-prone, potentially unfit Ethan Baker, you could still see that he was levels and a half above the competition, kicking 3 in that term. So it was great to see the lads get off to a hot start, and it gave us a little morale boost going into quarter time.
And you're so back, so maybe one plays big deep, one plays in between the half.
Even if you go that half late, and then if it goes deep, you're ready to come from
How the boys travelling, Lenny?
They're going great, absolutely great. Has his wrapped, and he's pulled my panties down.
Where's Lenny going? Where's Lenny? The score.
Life without Lenny.
That's good. Good area.
Without Lenny.
So we found out at quarter time that Parkdale had lost and St. Mary's had won. So we needed the 4 points, but we worked out that we needed about 120 points worth of percentage. It sort of killed the morale a little bit. Like, I wanted to be across the other scores and I didn't want to just leave it till we got off the ground. But once we did find out that we needed 120 points, it felt like 120 points was 0. So even though we were 30 points up at times in this first half, it felt like we were 90 points down. That didn't stop Ethan Baker from coming out and having an absolute blinder. So early in the second quarter, he lines up for number 4. 4 goals in the first half for E. Baker. He was going to try and will us over the line as best he could, and he started on fire. The momentum was firmly in our favour in that second term. Jackie Lindros, who missed 3 or 4 goals in the third quarter last week against Ormond, was slotting them from everywhere on Saturday. He slotted one from the boundary in front of the camera, in front of the faithful, and I thought that was just desserts for the great man. I was having one of the all-time great stinkers. It was one of those weird games where, as a deep forward, I felt like it was getting kicked to centre-half forward, and then I'd push up the ground to centre-half forward, and I felt like it was getting kicked deep. I felt like it was my first game of football ever. I could not read the ball. I couldn't put myself in the right positions. I couldn't handle the thing. So I was trying not to let my individual form affect my morale, because I did want to enjoy our last game of the season. I wanted to get around it with the boys. I wanted to get amongst it. But I got an opportunity right on half-time, a nice little lead-up mark, and I went back and I've fixed my goal kicking over the year. Really struggled earlier in the season with my ball drop and my action, but after connecting with Enhanced Football and getting a few tips, I felt like I found some rhythm. So I went back super confidently and then just sprayed the bastard off my boot. It was like my breathing was right. I felt like I was holding the ball right. I walked in right. And then once it hit my boot, it felt wrong. So that was a little bit disappointing to end the half, but the lads are well and truly on top here.
Half time. Up by about 4 goals. Should be more. Yeah, we're playing as well as you could without being as clinical in front of goal. That's sort of what we did last week, but it's the best side we've had in all year. It's a shame that we haven't been able to get them in like this all year. But it is what it is. We're having a crack. It'd be great to get the 4 points and finish the season on a high, because we learnt that in the other game, Mary's won. So we'll be out on percentage.
The only thing is just make sure we don't fold away. We still play game plans. It's dry under today, so use your kicking. Make sure you find the target. A few times we kicked like a 301 or 401 and rushed a bit, but it's not wet and it's pretty dry. I mean, we've got much better skills than a couple of Irish backpackers. So.
Use our switches, boys.
We want to win today, boys. I know the finals are almost out of our hands, but if we win today, we're singing the song as hard as we can for me.
Bit of an arm wrestle to start the third quarter. South Melbourne fought back a little bit. The game tightened up. And then Cam Moratore he's done this a couple of times this year, turned into Wayne Carey, started clunking everything. And after missing his first 3, he put the jitters to bed and started slotting them straight through the middle. So it was awesome to watch Cam go to work. We probably missed him at times this year. We couldn't get him on the park as much as what we would have liked, but the man was in full flight. And when he's in full flight, he's hard to stop. I was having a bit of a dirty day at the office. So I said to Bakes, do you want to go forward for a bit and I'll go into the midfield? And I haven't played midfield since early in the season. I was excited to get back in there. I was excited to go to work. And I really wanted to make an impact on my first clearance. And Checkers goes, I'm going to hit the ball straight down your throat. And this is how it went. Embarrassing. I couldn't get my hands to it. I fumble it and then I get kicked in the head. That was summing up my day. Like the first clearance that I go in to try to extract, I royally fucked it up. So Shrey and Cookson laid some great heat on the wing. One of my favourite chase down tackles of the year. The boys were fired up after a bit of a push and shove on the wing and laid a massive tackle. And that's something that I've been impressed with. Yeah, Cookson and Shrey getting after it. That was a great pressure act. And that just showed how invested the entire team was in this game of footy. Dan Thorson pushed further up the ground and he gets a lick of the ice cream. Kicks one late in the third quarter and we've got a 4-goal gap. So it's almost party time down here at the zoo. The boys are starting to pull away from South Melbourne and it's one of our more complete three-quarter performances of the year so far.
Yeah, head's a bit sore. Yeah, how did it look?
Yeah, you look better.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't get... Eye bag check, horrible.
Hello. This is the BOG medal. The Mars bar is the medal. It is the medal of the Lennys game. It is going to be the best medal you'll ever try to win. It's very rare to win, and you'll be absolutely relieved if you can.
Not my day. I can't get near it, but the boys are winning. We should be able to close it out. It's a good hard contest. South Melbourne we got a lot of respect for because they pumped us by 10 goals the first time we played them, and they're making a pretty hard day of it for us now. So just got to keep on keeping on. It's been a fun season. Me, Bakes and Cooko are in the centre clearance. The Geelong boys unite. Let's see what the Chem can produce.
Bigger than that now. It's not finals on the card. Mars bars on the card, alright?
Mega balls on the card,
I understand you guys are scrapping and beefing over a Mars bar. So that's what you're scrapping and beefing over. If you get into it today, that's what you're scrapping over. It's not worth it.
If you kick a goal in this last one, this is the celebration you must do.
So we have a few rotations and then we'll muck around a little bit, but have some fun. It's the last squad of footy for the year, I'd assume, unless anything changes drastically.
Get the win though, boys.
But just enjoy it, get around each other, slap each other on the bum, get around each other.
Bring the mega ball home.
Don't worry about chirping them. Chirp your own voice.
Despite seeing me royally stuff up when I went into the midfield, Checkers had full faith that I could go in there and do a bit of a job. And he surrounded me in the midfield with 2 of my best mates, 2 of my closest mates growing up. So Checkers put Bakes in the ruck. He put myself and Cookson in the middle. We were there with Sketch as well. And it was just cool. It was cool to be in the cold face with 2 of your best mates growing up. Right in the thick of it. Head over the pill, trying to get the footy out. I never played footy growing up with Ethan. He was at a different footy side in Geelong. And I played a little bit with Cook in under 14s, but I was a couple of years older than him, so we weren't in the same footy teams growing up. And that's something that I've really appreciated at Wattle Park is getting the boys involved and playing actual games for 4 points. I know it's in the lowest league of the VAFA, but to play with your best mates, running around, it's so much fun. So there's an inside joke throughout the year that I burn people inside 50, and I just feel like a striker in the EPL. I feel like I've got the license with ball in hand to decide if I have a shot or if I don't have a shot. Have I been caught holding the ball? I have. So I wanted to make up for that in the last quarter a little bit. So I was dishing dimes. late. Coming out the front of the stoppage, I gave a little chiseler to Schraderate. But then in the last quarter, one of my biggest critics of the inside 50 handball, Jarrah Davis, he reiterates every week, you've got to give it first time. I picked it up from the pocket. To be honest, if I didn't fumble, I probably would have gone for the miraculous goal. But I saw Jarrah in the goal square and I dished one over the top to the great man who kicked the goal, and that felt full circle. It felt like I wrote a few wrongs there by giving him the Joe the Goose. And then cult hero, fan favourite, GOAT, Will Taylor, who had a long drought without kicking a snag, runs into an open goal and kicks one. And that sort of capped off the perfect day. We raised money for Lenny, we celebrated the season, and despite not making up the percentage that we needed to make up, it was probably one of our best performances for the year, where everyone got a lick of the ice cream. So it was a great way to end what's been an awesome season.
Get on the plane, we're going to Rocket. Lenny, I don't know where he's heard about this, but
It's a little bit of a mega ball. We did a check-in. Oh, it's like crying. Goals.
The drought is over! That's clean connection. The drought is over! That's the highlight play of the day.
What is that? Should all the greatest fever up in your eye of the blue and the blue.
Obviously, for us injured boys, it's been quite difficult for the season. I know Struth and I are the same. But every week we rock up because we know that the lads here are incredible. I wouldn't, as Sketch said, playing footy with you boys, what the Marmalade boys have brought, it's absolutely incredible. Little Lenny doing incredible things with what he's doing, so just massive thanks to all you boys.
I'm signing the contract for next season.
It feels so good. There's such a massive change in culture in the club, and yeah, it couldn't be a better bunch of lads to play with. It's cheaters for picking me. Phil Lemons, lead blokes out every week, and alongside Dusty as well. Great bloke, and super keen for whatever happens in the future. So,
Yeah, season ending. I mean, unfortunately we couldn't go into finals, but gee, to get a goal in your last kick of the season, it really just sort of, put the cherry on the cake. Look, I think we're going to look back at this year and think, yeah, we didn't play finals, but fuck, community footy's just alive. At the start of the year, when Checkers pulled the pin and said, all right, we're going for Wattle Park, I was a little bit sceptical at first. It's a big drive for us, but you know what, all the training sessions and like all the game days are worth it. Like, these boys have been unreal. Dan, mate, you coming every week behind the camera, it's been unreal, week in, week out. I wouldn't have done it any other way, I reckon. I think Wattle Park is the man.
I thought you were going to soak it in one last time, but you just forgot your jumper.
I'm actually annoyed. Like, it was a good win. It's a good way to finish the year, but you know when, I don't know if you deserve it. You get what you deserve in footy, but you know when you want some justice, and it's like the reason we missed out on finals is because St Mary's in that second game, remember we lost by 130 points? We ended up beating them at the end of the year. So it's like we missed out on percentage because the team that stacked their team creamed us. So they gained percentage and we lost percentage in that one game. And it's like, you know when you want some justice and it's like, we fell short. So it is what it is. The boys fought it out well. That's probably our best team we've had all year. And it's just a shame we haven't been able to get them on the park all year. So yeah, I think we're going to come back next year, but you're going to have to wait.
It's not good, Dan. They've been probably this bad for about 4 weeks, but we've kept on the wrap. They're balloon. They love balloons, and they don't go down. They don't go down, these ones.
We're going to Shout out to the Wattle Park Animals having me down this year. I don't know what happened today, man. Like something flicked. When it's Mega Ball time, you gotta play. You know what I mean? So what a season, what a club, and we got the jockeys, man. Got the jockeys. So shout out the Animals, shout out Lenny. Go donate if you can. Donate it's still possible. I got no money to donate. But,
So there we have it, guys. Season 2024 has come to an end for the Div 12 Ressies. For me personally, it was my first season back playing football in 10 years, and it was so much fun. Like running around with your mates, having a kick of the pill every Saturday. The main reason I wanted to get involved with Checkers, Marmalade, and the lads playing footy this season, the primary reason was to make content, but throughout the year, I fell back in love with the game and playing the game, which was an awesome byproduct of going down to Wattle Park and playing a season of footy primarily for content. It almost feels like, cameras aside, I'd probably play again next year. I had so much fun. A couple of highlights off the top of my head. Obviously, running around with Dale Thomas was amazing. He is and was my childhood hero growing up. It's becoming a yearly tradition, but going over to Adelaide and playing in the biggest game of Div 12 Ressies was amazing. Obviously, that is the brainchild of Checkers and the Marmalade boys. So yeah, to get involved in that again was such a thrill. And then it's been spoken about a little bit, but getting Cooko back involved with the channel, but getting to play with Cooko was so much fun. Playing with Bakes, Cooko, Rog, and the rest of the boys who I've become so close with was awesome. We're running around, we're getting fit-ish, and we're playing a game we absolutely love. So there are a couple of highlights from the season. I think we might let the dust settle and we might do a season recap in a couple of weeks, which could be a little bit of fun. But yes, the lads fell short by percentage to making finals. So maybe that's a little bit of fire in the belly for us to get motivated for potentially next season. We're absolutely blown away for the support for the Wattle Park Animals and the Div 12 Ressies this year. We want to thank Wattle Park for getting us involved. They were so accommodating and just a great footy club to be a part of. I want to thank Checkers for pretty much organising everything. It takes a lot of work to get something like this off the ground, but then even like the week-to-week stuff of coaching, he'd have to go down to the club, get the footy bag, make sure the footy's there, bring spare jumpers, bring the whiteboard. So I thought the way he handles himself in those sort of situations is second to none. And we want to thank you for all of your support. It was awesome that everyone got involved with the vlogs, but also on the short form content, watching us play footy throughout the year. So I might touch on it a little bit more in a couple of weeks' time when we do a review of the year. But until then, I appreciate the support and we'll see you for some more content very, very soon. Cheers, guys.